like, for the people who like to nitpick, I'm not saying as an employer, especially in the field that I work in, that you can't be on your phone during an interview, right? Like, I understand. You know, I've worked with plenty of program managers. I've been a program manager as well as a house manager and lead. I understand. Emergencies happen. That was not what was going on. They pulled out their phones, started texting under the table, and then they would smirk at each other, look at me to make sure I was still talking, because I was in the middle of talking about my experience. And then they would continue to text like little schoolgirls having a little secret. All right. One of the examples of my experience with that before is with an employer I stayed with for a while. And there would be these two older women doing that same thing, and they'd have like their own little like Bluetooth sets, you know, just bitching about everybody on the street. And then what they would do is they would have meetings, or they would have house meetings with like clients and their guardians, and then they would have their Bluetooth always in their ear, right? They'd have their Bluetooth always in their ear, and the call would be going on so that the other one could spy and listen in on the meeting, or listen in on the private conversation they might be having with other staff or with managers. Okay? So, and that's not the only instance in my, what is it? I forget the saying, but life as an employee, right? A person in the workforce of childish, fucktard behavior that's usually, right, from older women. So, like, I don't know. I know what I'm looking at, and I know what that looks like, especially, right? I'm not ashamed to say that I have been the butt of a joke multiple times, right? Because I'm not the one being an asshole. I'm doing my fucking job. The job that I'm paid to do, right? That's the thing. Like, a lot of, usually, like, the women get upset because evidently I end up showing them up. The males get upset, right, because they think that just because I'm a caregiver, that means I'm their caregiver, right? And that's, you know, an earned service. So I'm over here like, I get paid